between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Rodgers now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he finds Danny Amendola. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Throwing is Rodgers, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. Now it's Wilson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Zeke with a shake and bake. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. A second down throw for Prescott. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Prescott now. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Go, get out there.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And again, it's Prescott. And Corliss with it over the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep here for Taylor. inside the 25. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 55 yards. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to... Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clear. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Josh Jones in on the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down, Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mike Daniels in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Over the middle, home run by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he connects with Ebron. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Here we go, 46.
On the counter, here's Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Here's Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Here we go, 46, 46.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. This is Bell on the dump off. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Now Prescott. And he's got Snead. Willie Snead all alone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Willie Snead, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. Rodgers now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. All going deep here for Taylor. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On first down, Rodgers throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Rodgers to throw once more. His throw incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Now it's Wilson. And an alley to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cedric Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Crosby on now to kick it away. Now it's Wilson. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up. And that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's caught right side. It turns. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And some space here. Finding some room at midfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Yeah,
and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
A first down carry by Elliott. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That's it, baby. Here you go.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Ball going deep here for Taylor. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Prescott on first down. Caught right side at Snead. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. The give is to Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They give them 12 yards and a first down.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
258!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Working from the gun. Rodgers finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. This is Bell. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Bell, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Hey, take 26.
back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Hey, check 26. Right left.
Back to throw. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Yeah, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lap. You know.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They start on the ground with Elliott. A heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he's got some space here. So on the big tight end, Holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without Holding.
Prescott, it's complete to Snead. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On second down, Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Dallas, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends.